We are set up. Okay. Oh, good. I like it when I can see on my iPad, see what you see. So I think we're going to be okay today. Anyway, how are you? I'm going to do is put our link to the website. This is really weird. I'll see if I'll be able to pin it. Sometimes when I'm on here as Paint Pixie, I can't pin my comments. Hey, hello, how are you, everybody? It's gonna let me pin it. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I'm on my iPad as myself. Anyway, that's okay. That's okay. How are you all doing on this lovely Tuesday? Wow, I had to go this morning. Our trash gets picked up really early, so I walked out to go. I thought, you know what, I'll just go out there right now and bring the trash can in. Mr. Pixie's out of town, so that duty ends up being mine. But oh my gosh, I don't know. You know how if you live at a higher elevation, you're closer to the sun? Woo, that sun was hot. It was hot. All right, so I'm going to make myself a cute little winter, I'm going to call it my winter, kind of little wall hanging. What I like to do around, actually this one could be used anytime. But I do like to, I've got a couple little pictures in my guest bathroom, and I do like to replace those like at Christmas time with a holiday themed wall hanging or whatever. Now this, I'm going to call it winter. It's not really going to be holiday. It's more winter. And that bathroom, what I did, we moved in here, gosh, it's been almost 3 years now. I ended up finding a really cute shower curtain, like a fabric one, when Tuesday mornings were still around, that had pine trees on it. So I kind of decorated for Christmas. So I'm going to say maybe that was 2 years ago about that. I kept it up after Christmas because it's more winter. It's not really a Christmas themed, but I kept it up because it's just so cute. So anyway, what I'm going to do, like I said, we're going to kind of build our wall hanging. If you were even able to read my description, and what I'm asking are, and this is how I'm going to play this game, I think. For those of you who have been following me for a while, you know what I do at the end of live. So what I'd like you to do is put in the comments what I do at the end of my lives. And maybe we will get more eyes, you know. Oh, also please spatter the paint so we can get more eyes on my live. That way Facebook knows you like my content. But yeah, just let everyone know what they are in store for come the end of it. I might even do something midway. I'm pretty sure this is going to take me longer than an hour. When we're at about 1 o'clock, because I see on my phone now it's 12:04 my time, rather, sorry, I'm on Pacific time. Maybe we'll take a break and we'll do something and then we'll continue on. That way, people who don't have the time to stay on for more than an hour, they're kind of like not penalized. So anyway, yeah, just keep letting our friends, especially our new friends, know what to expect from me. And I usually do this, and I'll let you know when I'm going to do it. Sometimes I don't, because sometimes I don't have anything to do. But, you know, anyway, let's just keep moving on. I'm going to start off by doing some base coating. So I've got this cute little owl shape that I got at the Dollar Tree a long time ago. I've got my undercover primer. I want to base coat it, but I have 2 bottles of this. I don't know how I ended up with 2 bottles, but I don't use it a whole lot. So instead of using white paint, I'm going to use the undercover primer. Gee, there's my friend. Gee, how are you today? All right, I'm just going to use a cheap brush to brush the primer on. And to I'm going to decoupage this little guy. And I'm going to use a napkin. I kind of thought, oh, maybe I should just paint it. But then I kind of was looking through my napkins and stuff. And I've got stuff that people have sent me. And I thought, you know what, I should use this. So the napkin, I'll show you afterwards, the napkin I am using is really all about color. It's kind of a tie-dyed looking thing, but I think it could be really cute on Mr. Owl here. I will just paint the edges just to get those painted. And who knows, maybe before I apply him, I can think about if I need to repaint the edge, but for now, I'll probably do it white. It won't really, believe it or not, the white's not going to really go with the napkin per se, because there's really not white. There's no white in the napkin. It's just a lot of pretty colors that look tie-dyed. So anyway, let's see. So hello, everybody. You have been able to watch late. You do have a new, wait. Oh, Cindy, guess what? It's not a new space. It looks, I think it looks great. So what happened was I had those cubicle things, like you can see the brown ones behind me. Those were all stacked up behind me. And one day, I just told myself, I am so tired of seeing everything out in the open. It's going to be a while before our house gets built. Mr. Pixie refuses to build the house until building materials come down in price. And hopefully that will happen soon, especially since the builders, he does a lot of work. I mean, the company he works for does work for some of the largest builders in the country, home builders. And even though the news isn't telling you this, the builders are telling him we're already in a recession. You might already have guessed with everything, all the economy, the prices are so high. Well, that includes building materials. And what's happening are the builders are like these big builders like D.R. Hortons and whoever else, these really big ones. They are only going to finish building out what they have, maybe for the time being, before they put anything up for sale or build anything. A lot of these builders do what's called spec homes. And does anybody know what a spec home is in builders' terms? Here, let me. The 60s girls are loving the tie-dyed back. Yeah, I think you're going to like this napkin, G. Yeah, Cindy, let everybody know what a spec home is. A lot of people don't know. That way, if you respond, right, Facebook's like, oh, she's getting more response. So I'll have questions that maybe some of you can respond to. So now this is soaking in and it dries pretty quick. A preview home or model home. Actually, it is not a preview home or model home. No, it's not. And they call it a spec home. Alrighty. So Cindy, this is funny. I don't know. My husband was just talking to someone recently, and that person was talking about doing something in Lynchburg, right? You're in Lynchburg. Is it Tennessee? Okay. In a subdivision, usually a builder will build a basic, sometimes cookie cutter type, to show what he builds. And that's more of a model home, Cindy. What a spec home is is they build a house and they put it up for sale. So you don't get to go in and pick, you know, you might be able to go in and like pick your carpet color, possibly like any of your flooring. But basically, if that builder offers upgrades, you won't be able to pick any upgrades other than maybe your flooring. Everything, the cabinets already, the colors are, the style, the colors already picked for you. Usually they let you pick your flooring. So that's a spec home. So when the builders stop building spec homes, it's because they are seeing a turn in the market. And even though, and I was telling Mr. Pixie this when he was telling me that, I had said, but wait, you know, we keep hearing on the news there's a housing shortage. And he says, yeah, there is a housing shortage, but people just can't afford to buy a house. What they are needing are apartments and rentals. So actually a lot of these builders, or there are some throughout the country, the first time we ever saw this happen was when we were in Houston, I believe, where there was a builder building communities of single family homes, not big ones, you know, probably less than 2,000 square feet, maybe even 1,700 square feet, probably 2 to 3 bedroom homes, and renting them and not selling them. And the first time we saw that, Mr. Pixie and I are like, that is really weird. Why wouldn't they want to sell them? Well, now we know why. Because that builder back then was already forecasting, and he already realized there was going to be a shortage of rentals. So there are certain builders that are starting to do that throughout the country. And if they see the homes aren't selling, sometimes what they'll do is they'll go ahead and build out what they spec'd and rent them out. So there you go. Now you know a little something about the building industry. Anyway. All right. So I think we are good with this, with our little, we're going to set him aside. I'm going to show you the napkin though. I think next I want to base coat the board that's going to be under it. I'm just going to use the same brush. But hold on, let me grab this. So, let me get that. So here's the napkin I'm going to use, the tie-dye. And I just have to decide which direction, because that green will show, and I was playing with it before I went live. And I think I may have decided the green might be at the bottom, but we'll see. So that's going to be that. For right now, try to get some of this. The primer will stick to your hands, and if you don't get it off right away, and I'm scrubbing it, actually I'm using a rag. I don't want to use my good wipes for this part because I am scrubbing. It wants to soak right into my fingers. So now I have to decide this. I think what I want to do is I'm going to base coat it with Blackberry Cobbler. Then I'm going to put a coat of Starry Night, our deep blue metallic. All right. Hello, Catherine, Kelly, and Teresa. How's everybody today? All right, let me just start off small. You know what? I take it back. I am going to put that in the water. I don't want to ruin it. And where's my, well, you know what? I'll use my Joy brush. I like to use my Joy or my Picola. These are wonderful, great size brushes for base coating. Love this little brush. Love, I don't know if you've noticed, but I give names to all my brushes. And I don't know if anybody here remembers why this one is called Joy. And I'm going to tell you, I did not name it. I let somebody else name it. If you can remember, if you've been, you're going to have to be following me since probably my furniture painting days. But if anybody can remember who named the Joy brush, I'll send one to you. Because now you're looking back a few years. And honestly, I don't think anybody here, G might remember. G has been with me and been a friend for years, following my journey, starting my brush company. So G might be the only one, if she even, I talked about it back then a little bit. And I'll just throw out a couple little hints. He is an artist. Not my daughter, nope. It's a he. He is an artist. I commissioned him to do a painting for me a couple years ago. I can't believe it's been 2 years already. He used to be an affiliate, and then he and his mom and dad moved away, and that whole time they were always trying to get their own, business started in his artwork, but their dream was to have a bed and breakfast. And they ended up moving to Colorado, to Pacosa Springs, where they help out a family, I believe, who has a B&B, while they search for the perfect property. So it's a boy. Nope, this is somebody I know personally, Catherine. Somebody I know personally. I like to name my brushes, right? So you see Little D, Dusty, Cola. So I've got Joy and Purpose, which he named. At the time, I just love this guy. I mean, he was young at the time. I don't even think he was 21. He is special needs. He's got Down syndrome, but very high functioning. And he lives with his mom and dad, but now I think he is, did I see that he had a birthday, 24? Can that be right? Probably. I think I've known him since like 2018. 2019 yeah, that'd be 5 years, and if he was about 20. Yeah. And so, nope, not Justin Cruz. I've had these brushes probably since about 2018, this brush. But anyway, yeah, my grandchildren are on the watercolor package. Yeah, so, okay. Like I said, you would have had to follow me on my paint when I was focused on furniture painting. All right, so I'll tell you who it is. He used to paint chairs, and his business name was Andy's Chairs. And that's how his mom's an artist. Oh my God, a fantastic artist. And there's on their website, and I don't know if they've changed it, because since then they've changed their name to No Limits, because Andy, being special needs, has no limits. He believes none of us should have limits. We can all do what we want to do. He is such an inspiration. So his website used to be, I think, nolimits.com. But I don't know if they've changed it, because I know they've done a couple of different things. So he used to paint chairs. So his mom, being an artist herself, she brought Andy up with No Limits. She treated him as if he wasn't special needs. She did not want him to think that he was special, basically, that way, right? That he was different. Of course, he's special. I have a special place in my heart for Andy. Anyway, so his mom got him into painting chairs, and then it evolved. And now through all the course of the years, she has taught him how to he loves doing like galaxies. So oh my God, he's done some incredible artwork on chairs. He's working the ranch like a ranch hand. It's just, I love seeing their journey. They go and they do talks, and I believe retreats. One thing that they were doing with the ranch that they're at, and I think this is how this all came about, they did a retreat once a year. I don't know if they're still doing them, because I don't see anything. And I would help raise money. I would sell off my own artwork or whatever, and I would help, you know, raise some money, because what they did, two things. The retreat was free for a special needs child and their family, and it was an art type retreat, or veterans, because Carolyn, her other son, is a veteran from the war. He got injured. But I know, I believe everything's okay, because I think he's a police officer now, but he did get injured. So 1 year, what they would do is give the veteran and their family, it's a totally free retreat. The stay, the food, I think they just had to pay for their own transportation. The next year, they were trying to raise more money so they could pay for the transportation and everything. So like I said, so 1 year was the veteran and their family. The next year was special needs and their family. You know, these are people that are really God-loving people and believe in giving back. So I just love them. Anyway, I'm not even, sorry. All right, so let me read some comments. Probably don't have a whole lot. Okay. Hi, Karen, how are you? All right, so I'm going to use, now I'm going to use the same brush. And a lot of this board's going to be covered, but since I'm not exactly sure how much of it, whoops, I could probably just paint the perimeter and it would be fine, but why, you know, I'd rather just paint it all, because there's not going to be a whole lot showing actually. Boy, I need to order some more. I've got a little bit left in my bottle, but oh, I keep thinking you're in my iPad. Oh my God, Josie. Do you remember when I made these little things and sold everything in a set? What a mess some of you got. The top popped off and your paint spilled, and that's why I had to go to buying those 1 ounce bottles and doing samples in the little bottles. All right. Now, one thing with metallics, if you come back and paint in one direction like I'm doing, you see less of, it's not brush strokes really you're seeing, it's like velvet. You know, when you brush velvet or suede one way, it's almost like it has a nap, but it's not a nap. I feel like I'm going to put another quick coat on, because I've got the blueberry or the blackberry cobbler underneath. It's hard to tell. I probably don't need, actually it looks really good. I like it because it's giving a variation, like, you know, like sometimes the dark sky is not pitch black. You still see some variation. And again, a lot of it, most of this is going to be covered. So let's put that in the water, because I don't want that to dry out. If you let your primer dry on your brush or one of the metallics dry on your brush, chances are your brush is ruined. That's why I always like to have some water with me. Okay. Alrighty. Debbie, I am early today. I decided to come on early because now I haven't really talked about this in a long time, but you know, I've been trying to lose weight since January 21st, right? I tried Nutrisystems for 5 months and I lost a few pounds. That was it. Then I switched to, I'm going to say Weight Watchers, and really it's just so that I could use their app because they have that point system. I realized, and even with Nutrisystem, I use their journal, and I realized that I really like that. It kind of keeps you honest, basically. So anyway, so July, when I think it was when we got back from our Utah road trip, is when I joined Weight Watchers again. It's not the first time I've joined, but before it wasn't like the kind of point system they're using now, I think. So I went on our July road trip with our friends. I really was really good though. When I got back, I hadn't gained any weight and we were gone 10 days. I was so proud of myself. So then I decided, have you seen the commercial for, it's called a desk cycle? It's just a pedaler. They say you can sit at a desk. I cannot imagine me pedaling while I'm trying to talk to you. And anyway, I've had a desk cycle since 2017. It has been in storage since we moved to Sedona, which was almost, a little over 3.5 years ago. Finally, I remember these dates because this date is my cousin's birthday, August 4th. We got back from Colorado the 3rd of August. The next day, I had Mr. Pixie go into storage and take it out of storage. And I have been using my desk cycle almost daily. I took it on one trip though. I really did, because we were driving and staying in a cabin. So I did take it that week. But I don't want to take it into a hotel or whatever. I'm just like really careful about what I'm eating while I'm out. So anyway, I have lost now over 10 pounds since January. So over 6.5 pounds since August 4th. So I know it's a small win, but it's a big win for me. Anyway, long story shortened. I plan to do my desk cycle and I like to do it while I'm watching shows I like. So I thought, you know what, I should come on early, get this over with, and be done with it, right? Because you people have other things to do. And I spend so much time talking instead of working. All right, so I'm going to use a piece of Scotch tape or two, maybe. I saw this trick that other artists do. If you tape that, I probably didn't need to tape it. That corner was already coming off, but you can at least see what happens, right? Then, whoops. It doesn't look like there's, I'll go ahead and try it, but I don't think there's another, nope. Okay, the reason I was doing that, sometimes napkins are 3-ply. This one isn't 3-ply. Alrighty, so I think when I was, now it's easier to see my shape. Oh, that could be kind of cute. All right, I'll show you. So you see my owl, right? See my owl? So I could kind of make this look like his bottom side. That could be kind of cute. And then that becomes the top. You know what's funny? I don't know why I keep envisioning this as the back, but no, I think I've got some really cute buggy eyes that I can use. So maybe I don't want to do that. Could move it up, and that becomes the face. Thank you, Debbie. Gloria, losing weight is hard, especially for me. You know when people say all they have to do is look at food and gain weight? That's me. All the way, I can't wait till the day I can hit my goal. I have a long way to go. Then I'll share what I started at. But just from moving here 3.5 years ago, now, when I step on this scale, I'm about 13 pounds heavier. So think about that. I was 23 to, actually more than that. Take it, right? If I lost 10, yeah, I think, yeah. And I had gained weight. We were in Hawaii in January. We moved here in February of 2021. And I had gained like 5 pounds in Hawaii on a 2-week trip. That's because I eat and I have, you go to Hawaii, you're having those cocktails, right? Or you're making them in your timeshare or wherever you're staying because it's cheaper than going out. But, alcohol has calories. And although I'm not a big drinker because I am really fortunate. My body, it's like my throat says enough's enough. I can have maybe a couple glasses of wine. By that third glass, my throat's burning. And that's pretty much with any kind of alcohol. Once I've had a certain amount, it's like I can't anymore. And what fun is that to drink if it's burning going down your throat, right? So I don't like over abuse it, but my body can't accept those calories, right? And all the sugar and all that. So now I try to drink my summer drink, though I have to say, is white peach margarita light. Oh my God, it is so good. But I cut that with juice. I don't put the full amount, like I think it's a quarter cup to whatever. And I put ice or fruit, and then I put, you know, or even if I am using the allotted amount of the margarita mix, and it's like 90 calories, I think it's 4 ounces, a half a cup. I will mix in maybe some kind of fruit, like a sugar-free fruit juice, something like that. Anyway, or I make a sangria with a diet 7-Up, diet ginger ale, a little bit of wine. Anyway, so there's that. So I'm thinking if I put eyeballs, that might look funny. The owl's in a shadow. It is? Oh. See, on my iPad, Jeannie, on my iPad, it's bright. It's really bright. Touch your screen and see if your screen will brighten. When I retired and stopped. 25,000 steps. Well, oh, and Catherine, what I was going to say about this desk cycler, it isn't like riding a bike because you're doing short rotations. It's funny because my phone is dark. It is like walking. And so what I do is I don't fall, I use the, what's it called? Like the speedometer thing, odometer on the desk cycle. But then they've got a app not an app, on their website, they have a calculator. So then I go into the calculator and I put in how many minutes I cycled. Oh, and it has a tension thing. So I have to put my tension in, and I have to put it tracks the mileage, and then it recalculates everything. So it's really like walking. If I can do it for an hour, and if I can do it for an hour, I'm working on between 5 and 6 my tensions right now for like 13 mile. What would be 13 miles on the desk cycle? It equivalates to about 3 to 3.5 miles of walking for an hour, sometimes an hour and 15 if I'm not pedaling as fast. So that's really what it equivalates to. So anyway, there we go. Now you know. So I don't know. Now that I'm thinking, I want to maybe give him some eyeballs because I think it would be cute. Should I just random? Should I just do this randomly? Jeannie, right now it's funny. My phone screen is dark. And for whatever reason, I'm touching the screen. I can't get it to brighten. But my iPad is what I'm looking. I can look at, see what you guys are looking at, and it's bright. I even have a light on it. Plus, I have natural light in front of me. So, alrighty. I liked it the first way you had it. Are you talking about like making this the body, Gloria? You like that where like the green? Let me do this. Let me see if at least by lifting it you can see the owl. Do you like it as if that were the body? And then I could paint like his little, right? You know what this reminds me? Oh, this could be cute. It reminds me of a big, kind of a fat belly. Maybe it's not an owl. Maybe it won't be an owl. Okay, let's do that. That'll be cute. Okay, I'm thinking I want to cut the excess off just to make it easier, right? Get these off. Alrighty. Okay, there's that. Right, the more excess you take off, the easier it really tends to be. Okay. And then, there we go. Alrighty, let's see. Now, sometimes what I prefer to use when I am decoupaging with napkins is not the typical decoupage medium, because napkins are so thin, I tend to rip them when I'm decoupaging. So I'm going to use this product. I get it on Amazon. It's made by US Art Supply. It's called Impasto, but it's I forget what it really is for. It says it's a thick-bodied clear gel medium infused with mixing acrylic paint to increase transparency. So you could use it almost like a glaze. You could use it to extend your paint and extend drying time. I use it as a decoupage medium, like a glue. Because if I want to thin my paint, I'll use our glaze. I don't think I've ever used mixed paint into this. I haven't used it for a while. Whoa. Okay. Now, I really don't want to use, this is like you really don't want to use a good brush. I usually brush this on, and I'm wondering if I, hold on a second. I'm going to grab, no, you know what? I'm going to brush it. I was going to try using maybe like a putty knife, but I'll use the brush. And because it's such a thick consistency, I do try to, like, you know, brush it out to the edge. There are other brands. Oh, I just covered his feet, but that's okay. I'm going to paint his feet, so I don't think it's going to matter. It's not going to touch the napkin. There are other brands of these mediums you can use. I've used the Golden brand. I've used, I think the one by Prima. I think Prima has one. And I think I ended up buying this one because I got a bigger container. I'm all about saving money. I got a bigger container for like the same amount of money, like maybe twice the amount in the container. All right. Put that towards me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What did I do? I must have had some of this on. Okay, hopefully, see? Oh, wait, I don't want any of the napkin on his feet. So I'm going to trim it to the green. And let's hope I'm not goofing this up, right? Okay. All right, this is the hardest part for me. We do it. Oh, no. Right there. Oh, no, it's sticking to my fingers. I've got my brayer. And you know what? It's like wrinkling a little bit, but I'm okay with that. That doesn't bother me. There we go. Ooh, I tore it. That's the problem with napkins. This is why I don't usually decoupage with napkins. I did tear it a little bit. But I think it'll be all right. I don't think it's going to be that big a deal. And then I'm not going to seal it with this. You see how, oh, you can't even see it. I'm gonna say, do you see how organized I got Mr. Pixie is actually in the cabinet business, so he ordered me this wonderful, it's actually a bathroom vanity with drawers and a door, but anyway, I'm going to use force field to seal it, but I'm going to dry it first. And I want to put this in the water. I want to keep, even though it's just a grungy brush, I don't want it to get all ruined by the glue. So I'm going to do is, sometimes I buy my force field and my meltdown, my sealers by the quart. Now, your initial expense is going to be high. It's, I think, $55, about $55, but you're going to get 32 ounces. And that's going to last you a long time. So that's how I usually buy it. And then I put it into empty bottles. Otherwise, it comes in the 12-ounce bottle and a 2-ounce bottle if you just want to buy a sample. And I can't remember off the top of my head. I want to say the 12-ounce bottle is $22. You know, I have so many products that after a while I don't remember what they cost. I remember our paint prices. I think that's because those are being sold every day. All right. Get my, I will need my sander, right? My sander, yeah. Or I'm going to use one of these. All right. Anyway, hopefully folks who I shared can hear. Oh, I hope so. Do you use, okay, hold on. Maybe it's my phone. I like to, okay. Do you use a plastic bag or plastic wrap to get wrinkles out of the napkin? Oh, I can't. Or you asked me, oh, you're asking me a question. I've never done either, Cindy, because once they're there, they're there. That I notice it after they lay down. But the brayer takes out a lot of it. Wrinkles and characters. What? I don't do napkins anymore. I have a ton. Yeah, I just thought I didn't feel like printing something, because I could have and put on rice paper. And I thought, well, I've got these napkins, and if I could find one that could work as, you know, kind of the background to my owl, and I think it'll be cute. Let me just get it sanded off. And then I think I've got the eyeballs in another dresser right here where I keep my art supplies. Okay. Almost sanded. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, I don't think I like the white edge, but it might be okay. Just clean up my edges a little bit. So it kind of reminds me of a big old fat belly. I should put a belly button there. Oh my gosh. Let me see if I can find my googly eyes. Sometimes I move things and then I'm like, why did I move them? Oh, but wait. Here they are. If I want to make it, I forgot I had these half buttons, but if I want to make it kind of Oh God, that's cute. Right, because owls have big eyes. I think I'm gonna need the googly eyes. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Right? Very whimsical. You know, sometimes you just gotta be whimsical. All right. Oh my gosh, look at it. That's too small. I'm sorry, I'm like talking to myself because I've got a little tiny bow tie. I could get some ribbon after and make a bow tie. Oh my gosh, even though it's really tiny, I think it looks adorable. What do we think? Yeah, I like the big, hi Denise. Yeah. Hi Teresa, Rula, how are you? It's so good to see you here. Thank you for joining us. So I kind of like, do you like the, even though it's small, I think it does something to emphasize his, I'm calling that his tummy. I think it's cute. I think I'm gonna have to use that. I think I am. Okay, so, you know what I should do? I was thinking maybe I should just use my hot glue gun today. I am not going to be putting this outside. You know, a lot of times when I put something outside, I don't want to use the glue gun because I want to use my cordless one, but I think I'm going to use a different one. I'm going to use my Surebonder. But I'm going to use my big Surebonder. So let me, oh, is it even plugged in? Let's see. Yeah. All right. I'm not crazy about this Surebonder because you have to put it back on the stand to keep it hot. That's why usually I use my other hot glue gun, but I think, you know, we'll be okay. So let me just seal this, set it aside, and then we can start working on some of the other stuff. Let's see. Okay, I'm just gonna work right on the surface. Because I have other stuff I need to get to. Oh, and I need to paint his little feet. Let me get some, I'm thinking chocolate souffle. I'll just make his little feet dark. There we go. Put that aside for now. Let me see if I I can either use chocolate souffle, whoops, or if I have it, statuary, but I think here it is. And let me grab a little brush, just a little brush because he has little feet. Let me use that. Let's see if this will be fine. Let's cover up that white right there. Okay. Got a little bit of white there, but that's okay. I can live with that. All right. Might need another little coat. Sometimes these little brushes don't cover, like if I was covering a big surface, I'd be using a nice fat brush. Yeah, probably do another coat. Anyway, you can plug it in and use it too. What's that? Oh wait, Such a joy. Wait. It's sprinkled. Such a joyful craft puts us. Yes, it does. Oh, you're going to Tractor Supply. My husband goes there sometimes to buy his bird food. You can plug it in and use it. Okay. Let me just put it. I don't like this brush. I have really ruined this brush. This is one of my cheapie. It's not the turquoise iris. I don't even know where I got these. I think I got it at a retreat maybe, where, you know, they're just giving you cheap brushes. I have no idea why I would. It's the same color as our turquoise iris brushes, but they're not marked. So I know it's not one of our brushes. All right. Well, I think for now, just so not to take up your time, I'm going to leave the edge white. Let's see. I almost feel like I want another coat. I feel like it just soaked right into the paper. You know, you can always tell when your sealer soaks in. And of course, I put my brush in the water. The way I can tell when my sealer has soaked in is there's not a sheen to my piece. So the Force Field has what I call a soft satin finish, and Meltdown has what's considered a wax finish. Some people like to call it a liquid wax. And what it does for the Meltdown, it mimics what a piece would look like if you waxed it and buffed it. It's a beautiful, soft sheen. And when I did furniture, I like to wax my pieces because it's so, so pretty. All right. All right, gotta make sure this is dry before you start gluing. But you know what, I can keep moving on because I don't have to glue all that on yet. So we've got this. I've got 2 more things I need to base coat. I'm gonna keep an eye on the time because I think what we're going to do is somewhere around 1 o'clock, since we already know I'm gonna be more than an hour, I'm gonna do a scroll and we're gonna gift a little bottle of paint, maybe a couple little bottles of paint to somebody. All right, so I bought this at the Dollar Tree when I was in Las Vegas last week. And I didn't even know what I was going to use it for. I just bought it because I thought it was cute. I'm going to use it today. Then, probably 2 summers ago when I was in Vegas at the Dollar Tree, I bought, and the Dollar Tree in Vegas has these this year, in case you're wondering. Somebody asked me, I bought 3 of them, and I've used it on another project. And again, the Dollar Tree. So, my thought on this, I think I'm going to base coat everything in the gold, right? The 24 karat. And I'm just going to use the same tray. Ooh, good thing I have a new bottle. I'm going to put this upside down, right? And all the paint will go to the top. So, there's my brush I was looking for earlier. Let's use Picola and see with the bristles are soft. It's easy for me to get inside. This would be even probably a good brush I could have used would be like our French tip. But I'll go ahead since I already have 24 karat on here. And I can just tamp it in. I'd like to get this finished today. Maybe if I stop talking so much and learn to talk and work at the same time, right? I don't know why I feel like I need to be looking at you when I talk. What might have been good with this is using that mop brush that we don't sell anymore and watering it down a little bit. I would probably, I wonder if I watered down my bristles. I think I'm gonna try something I've not tried with this before. I'm gonna try wetting my bristles, and right, what it does, it kind of reactivates the kind of that leftover paint. There we go. I haven't done that in a long time. Never with this brush. And I didn't see why it wouldn't work, right? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh, maybe I'm better off doing this in 2 lives, but let's see if I can get it done. It wouldn't be, it'd be rare if I did a live within an hour. We have our own event coming up October 26th, and it's in collaboration with Digital Deco Designs. She's got my favorite decoupage papers, and we're collaborating on this live event. Sheila from Sweetie's Creations is actually, and Nicole, oh, I feel bad, I forgot Nicole's business name. They are helping to orchestrate everything. And I have 45 minutes to get my project done because we're going to be on Craft Around the Clock page. And so, wish me luck when that day comes, because I'm not good at, short lives. Yesterday was a good one though, right? I don't think I was on an hour. So I might have to stick to something like a little banner piece. Maybe not do as much painting, just do more decoupaging, a little bit of painting. I don't know. So isn't this tree pretty? Reminds me of the family tree, right? That image of the right? Yeah, the family tree. Is that right? Family tree, yes. Family tree, that's what it reminds me of. But I think it's gonna look really good because you're gonna see what else I'm going to put on top of this. It's not the owl. And I think it's gonna make a really, really, really cute wall hanging for my guest bathroom. I believe that's where it's gonna go. It's my hall, my little hall bath. I think for the winter. I've got some other artwork in there that I made, but I think I'm ready for a change. I can put those aside, use them, or don't, right? There we go. It bugs me when I see empty spots. Let me see if I do something like this, right, with water. Okay. I think that's working better because it's spreading the paint that's sitting in there, plus getting my brush wet. Oh yeah, that's much better. Although you know how it is, maybe once I hang it on the wall, you'll never see these empty spaces. All right, I think we can put that aside. Oh, but I do need to paint my edges. That's important because this has some height to it, right? And then give the the tree trunk I shouldn't worry about. I do want to layer another color on top. And I'm thinking maybe the Enchanted Forest. And I'm so excited because I got a notification that I'm supposed to get my bottles today. And that means I'm going to be able to bottle up the Enchanted Forest Green Metallic that I had to stop selling because the, oh, what the heck happened here? Probably because of the water. The manufacturer told me I had to discontinue it. Didn't tell me why, but I think it's because they couldn't get maybe the pigments to make that deep green. But anyway, I have got my hands on about enough to bottle up, I'm going to make up some 4-ounce bottles and some 1-ounce bottles, sell them on the website. I'll be doing the shipping. My daughter will be doing the shipping on those, not the paint company like the rest of the paint. So, oh, that's so pretty. Look at that's our 24 karat gold. Beautiful, right? Okay. Whoops. We'll dry it a little bit. And I'm thinking I need to dry brush on top of this. So I've got to decide which brush because this is so intricate. Carla, I hope you'll be able to try our paints. You know, we've got the best time to buy them. We don't have every color, but right now I've got some ornament-filled, like they're paint-filled ornaments that have a little over an ounce of paint in them. And they're $5 for the chalk paint and $8 for the metallic. That's a good time to try it when I've got these little bottles for sale. I don't have every color, but I have 8. And they're selling fast. I just got a notification yesterday that a lot of the colors were down because I get notified when my stock goes to a certain level. And a lot of them were down to even 1 bottle left because people are buying multiples. And we did send out our email about them yesterday. So people like to take advantage of not having to even, you know, buy a 2-ounce. So like a 2-ounce bottle of paint, if you're buying the metallic, would cost you $14. And if you're buying the chalk paint, that would cost you $8. So I've got the one, it's a little over an ounce, going for $5 and going for $8, 5 and 8. Yeah. All right. So I'm not going to need the gold, but I don't think I want to use this brush. So I'm going to put that away. Let me just dry that again real quick. But I think I want to go ahead while I've got this in front of me. I'm going to go ahead and dry brush. I'm going to dry brush the Enchanted Forest. Let me grab it. Oh, I filled that one to the top. Ooh. Oh. And why? Oh, this is, oh no, oh my gosh, I thought I had something on here. I'm like, what the heck? Okay, so put that aside, get a new, okay, this needs to be shaken. I filled these to the top without thinking that I probably should shake them if I'm not going to be using them for a while. I'm thinking I'm going to use, I always want to do that. I'm so used to the camera being there. I'm thinking I could take the fan brush, but that might be too big. That makes me nervous because, okay, let me find, there's another brush you've seen me use. I like to use for dry brushing. It's our comb shader. It's really, really thin bristle. Oh no. Okay, I have got to, let me see. You know what? I might have just enough in the bottle I used yesterday. There we go. And then I think I need to use that bottle. Okay. All right, so let's, all right, I'm gonna just, I may have to go in, and I'm probably gonna go in and have to hand paint that gold after, or sometimes your plans don't always turn out the way you want them. Maybe I paint it green and then go back, dry brush some gold back over it, just so the green still stands out a little bit. But it's not all solid gold, right? Because I really don't want to have to take a little brush and hand brush each one of these vines. But I don't want this whole thing this dark green either. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. You know what? Tammy, I could use my finger. Let me try it. I don't know why I didn't think about that, and I use my fingers a lot. Well, that does work. I've got fat fingers too. Oh, Tammy, you're so smart. Right? And then all I have to do is go back and repaint all that maybe. Okay, so let me scroll for our first giveaway, because a lot of you have been on with me. So I'm kind of curious, who's been watching from the beginning? Who's been watching from the beginning? Okay, you don't need to answer that. All right. If I call your name, though, if I call someone's name, I need you to be watching. That's why I'm asking who's been watching from the beginning, because maybe you've given up on me already. Because if I call your name, I need you to message me with your address, okay? Let me... And unfortunately, this doesn't go for anybody that's watching the replay. It's funny because I have people that will watch the replay and they're answering the question. Oh. Okay. I can put that down for a minute. Let me... All right. Whoa. Okay, let's see. So, Tammy Math. I always want to say Mathis, but I said, is it Mattis? Tammy, my friend, I think I always say your last name right. I am going to send you some paint, and I have your address. So that's going to be our, and you know, it's funny, that worked out great. And that was all by accident, because my first thought was, oh, I should just gift Tammy some paint, unless she doesn't want it. I always assume people want stuff from me. Because she helped me with this by suggesting I finger paint, which does a lot better than, whoa, it would, I've got too much paint on my hands. Anyway, let's see, Tammy's, oh, I gotta scroll all the way down. Yeah, I don't know if Tammy is crafting these days. Or painting, so I don't know. I'll wait and see if you happen to see Tammy's answer, yes or no. Let me know. She may have clicked off already. Don't know. Oh, I don't see her answering. She may have clicked off. I thought this would be so much easier than it is. If I was working by myself, I'd probably find this, or me alone, I'd probably find it really therapeutical. But the fact that you're just all sitting there watching me finger paint, making me nervous because it's taken me so long. Never thought of doing with, you know, it's funny because I use my fingers a lot. And I don't know why it took Tammy to tell me to use my fingers. I always get a little bit nervous when I'm live. So, you know, my thought processes go out the door. But look how pretty, see how pretty I think that is with leaving the background gold. All right. Let me finish this up. If we don't hear from Tammy and see that she's on, I will I may just pick somebody. Okay. So everyone who won from my live yesterday, your package got picked up today. Janice Williams, her package will go out. That gets shipped from my daughter. If I'm packaging it, it got picked up today. And then my friend, our friend and follower Gloria won the breast cancer awareness banner that I made before I left for Las Vegas. And that got picked up today. Forgot yesterday was a holiday and there was no mail. So that's another thing I'd like to remind you of, is that it is breast cancer awareness, and I have got an adorable banner kit. And again, like I did yesterday, you don't have to turn the wood pieces into banners. But I have a picture of it on the website now, so you can see what mine looks like. And it's $15. Normally, I mean, I would have actually priced it at $20 because of all the stuff that you get in that set, in that bundle. So maybe it's something you'd want to go check out, because it does come with 2 paints. Oh, there's a great deal, Carla. It comes with Violet Lemonade and our White Sand Metallic in the 1 ounce bottles. And so it's $15. You're going to get the paint plus all the stuff, paper and rhinestones and glue and wax pencils and the wood banners, all that comes in it for $15. It's a great deal, actually. It's a great deal. Okay, we're nearing the end of this. Only thing is I'm gonna have to fix, I'm gonna have to repaint the gold or try to paint inside that. I don't know, it might be easier just to repaint it all gold and then go back with my finger. Okay. Oh, I want a better coverage than that. All right. Alrighty, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know if I like the green. So, I can't believe I did that to myself. Let's see if I can just somehow use a little brush. It might work. Only a little bit of this tree is going to be covered up. Yeah. I think I like it better with the gold rim. Or do I? I don't know. It's really hard. I can't decide. Now I'm like stressed because I wasted time. Okay, maybe what I do, yeah, I'm making a bigger mess. Let me grab my damp rag. See how it's drying already? Okay. Already drying, but oh, but it looks pretty if I could do that around it. That's not bad. I don't like that. All right. Oh my God, my hands are a mess. Alrighty. Okay. That's gonna have to be fixed. And let me just dry it. I think the best thing to do would be to just, but it's not. It's gonna be hard to cover that green. It's so dark. Okay, I can't really move on without fixing this. There's the problem. Let's try a different brush. Because I'm gonna put, or I fix the problem after, like I said. May have to do that. I could start, like I said, with this first layer. Whoops, I just touched that. At least I can come back after with my finger and reapply the Enchanted Forest. Oh, I wish I would have thought about my fingers sooner. I can't keep beating myself up over this stuff. I do. I'll come back afterwards. Like I said, I think, and then let me just get a coat here because this is going to take a little bit to cover. All right. All right, we need to keep moving on. I'm gonna set that over here. Anyway, hey, Terry Joe. Sometimes we just sing in one way that, yeah, I know. So Tammy, are you up for some paint as your prize? I won you. I won you. I picked you. You said thank you, so you must have heard. Okay, so I'm going to send you some paint. Probably going to send you some Enchanted Forest. And we'll see a little surprise color. So let's get, oh, I just realized, I wonder if, you know what? I'm just gonna, I wonder if this hot glue gun might melt the googly eyes, huh? Okay. I'm wondering if I should just use regular glue. Ow, that's hot. Ooh, okay. It's got, ow, it's hot, 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 hot. Hot. Okay. I don't want my googly eyes to melt, because that's a hot glue gun, right? Whoops. Let's see if I can put them on this way. Right, one little dot there. Oops. Okay, right. We'll put little, like right here. Oh, that's so cute. He kind of looks like his eyeballs are just every which way, right? Whoa. Come on, glue. Why do you do that? Why do you do that to me? My goodness, what a waste. What a waste. Okay. And I got glue on his eyeball, of course. He's cute though. Isn't he cute? His little bow tie. Oh my goodness. All right. So I need to wipe my hands. I had glue on them. I need to paint my leaf. So let's see. I'm almost thinking my leaf. Oh, let's see. Oh, I don't know. This is kind of how I plan oh my gosh, look at that bubble. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Isn't that funny how some sayings stick through with the ages? Like, geez Louise. I drew myself a picture. So the owl is supposed to go up here. This is gonna go here. That's gonna go here. The owl is gonna sit up here. But I don't remember. I think I have the owl sitting up so it covers that. And then we're going to put a cardinal in the tree. Oh, look at that. If I put it in a certain way, I won't have too much to touch up, will I? Huh. I think I'm going to turn the hot glue off. Or do I want? No, I'll leave it on for now. So maybe the leaf I should do, I think I'm going to base coat the leaf in gold. I think Mr. Owl's going to be like the focal, right? Oh, okay. Let's see. Thinking maybe the leaf could be like even gold and copper. Keep it, right, fall colors. We'll see what else. I don't know if I could add, it could be really pretty maybe to even add some enchanted forest even along the edge, like up here. When colors start to, when leaves start to change colors, do they like change from the middle out or from the outside in? I'm trying to remember. Or is that even not a thing? Do they just all change at the same time? I feel like, right, there are times you can still see the green before they all change. I don't know. So I promise you, I won't keep you more than 2 hours. And we'll do another giveaway at the end, okay? We'll sign off around before 2, or right about 2. And then we'll gift some more paint. So I have Tammy's address. I won't need hers. We'll see who else I choose and if I need yours or not. You'll have to message me if I do. So that's what I'm thinking. If I did, I'm wondering if I do copper. And Mr. Owl's pretty bright. I don't know. Maybe start running some. Wait, okay. I love your paints are really good. Thank you, Terry Joe. From the inside to the outer, from what I've seen. So it stays green on the outside, right? Is that what you're saying, Catherine? Green is on the outside? It seems to me that's right. But, it might, maybe it depends on the tree. I don't know. I just feel like I would like to have some, oh, you know, it could be pretty. Maybe I use, oh, maybe I use First Frost. I don't know. Maybe I could use First Frost and kind of work my way out. I don't know. Let's look. Let's see. I don't know. It's just paint, right? It's just paint. Let me, and you know what? I think I'm going to keep my gold on the brush. It really, maybe I should try to get some of that gold out. And my gold is still wet. First Frost is kind of highlighting the middle. Kind of like how the gold is just kind of shimmering through the behind the green. Okay, I'm gonna try something here because it's drying pretty quick. Oh, I like that. But it needs some other colors. Let's see. I know the owl's so bright now that I'm looking at it, and I could always dark, maybe I might have to do is like dark wax the owl. You know what? I'm thinking, should we go crazy and kind of make, you know what? Let's go crazy here. Let's use some purple around the, what the heck? Fall leaves are all different colors, right? I may regret this, but here goes nothing. And then I can always layer on top of Royal Highness, right? See, this is probably where I should be using my glaze because, but since I didn't start with it, I'm not going to. Maybe I can just squirt some water on it and it'll keep it wet. All right. And remember, it's just paint. I can keep working and layering on this with other colors. And I love, love, love the metallics. I think that's why I'm using them so much on this project instead of the chalk paints. I love the chalk paints, but I love the whole glimmer of a metallic. Whoops. See? You can bring that in. You know, maybe after I add some crimson tide, some red, right? Let me just do this. See, bring that into the middle as well. So what do you think? Yeah. So I think how pretty that is, like just bringing some of that Royal Highness into the green. Okay, so let me, I don't think I have crimson tide up here. I'm gonna put it on the same tray as my gold because I can mix those. Okay, I'm using the same brush, not changing brushes. I want to do this. Remember, it's just paint. I can, what I'm trying to, I don't know what I'm trying to do. Just kind of like do something a little different here with the, like where the Royal Highness is. So you can just darken the edge there. You see what I'm doing? Right? I'm just kind of like letting my brush, like flicking it on the edge. And then once I have most of that paint off, now that I might have sprayed a little bit too much water, but I think it's still going to be okay. It's really diluting the Crimson Tide. And with that said, so you can see, you see the difference in the two sides, right? You still have to do the other side. Okay, so let me just keep working. Really, you won't see the stem. So you just want to be really careful about, if you're going to squirt water, try not to squirt too much. I had squirted a bit much. Like I said, usually I like to use my glaze to thin my paints because it makes them transparent, but the water's working and it's looking beautiful. At least I think so. Just try to keep that to a minimum. Right? Hopefully you can all see what I'm doing okay. Because when I go live, I like to try to teach you something, right? Especially if you're not a seasoned painter, you're just learning. Maybe I can show you something you haven't seen before. Because we all, you know, have our own styles. Okay, right here, need more red. More red, please. Thank you. See, and I'm just using the same brush to soften everything. A little more red here. I might even want to just put a little dab of red in the middle, right? Just a dab. What do you think? Oh, Carla, I'm so happy. I love to teach. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a teacher. I don't know why I changed. You know, and then you get to be an adult, like, I don't think I want to teach. But it's funny how I love teaching all of you something. Oh, I think this turned out beautiful. Oh, I love it. Oh, I absolutely love it. I want to soften some areas that I'm seeing because sometimes you don't see things until you have them up a little bit higher, but you know what? So look how beautiful. I think the middle turned out gorgeous. You put 24 karat underneath, and it wasn't even fully dried when I put the Enchanted Forest and the First Frost, right? So they end up kind of mixing, but yet you can still see shades underneath it. You see the gold. Oh, that's so pretty. I love it. Okay. All right, let's put that away. What time is it? Okay. We'll work for a little bit longer. Maybe what we'll do is, right, I was gonna do, oh God, I love this leaf. Wow. It makes me want to rethink using that. Wow. I don't know what I would do with just a leaf though, right? I'm almost thinking like I might want to just do something totally different. But I don't think I have, I think I gave away all of my other leaves. I used to have like a bunch of leaves, but I give them away to you guys. I don't know, maybe. See how you can rethink a project once you start? Maybe this becomes a super simple project. This is bugging me. I know I can fill it, but it's bugging me, the hole. So sometimes I'm like, instead of filling it, I'll cover it. That looks weird. I feel like I could do the cardinal up here. Right? Lift him up. Because it's going to be him, it's going to be the red. And then maybe try to figure out, see what else I might have. But what do you think? What do you think if I just, keep it simple, do something different with Mr. Owl another time and the family tree? Do you like that? Use the owl. Spattering stars on the background. Oh, I could do that and use the owl. A word. Oh, I could use a word. I'd have to practice lettering or download something, and then I think I have to look and see if I have white graphite paper. I am loving the background of this leaf and how it looks on top of the starry night. If I use the owl, I just feel like now he's so out of place. Unless, it's cute. Unless maybe if I dark wax, I feel like I need to tone him down now. I just feel like he's too bright. I don't know. Maybe I just need to don't do anything. Don't you have wooden words from kits? I don't have wooden words. I might have letters I could put together though. I could do that. I could make a word with a letter. How about no tree? Maybe keep this, keep the birds. I could even put him the other way. Right? I don't know. I just feel like the owl is out of place now. Unless I could even paint him. But I don't know. I just feel like he's too bright. Yeah, the owl. See, I feel like the owl doesn't go anymore. Dreams, save him. Yeah, that's what I think. Oh, you mean the blessed? No, I don't have words anymore. I know. I think I know what you're talking about. Thinking, right? And maybe I use the cardinal. Right? Use him because I can make this a really beautiful deep red cardinal. So everything kind of goes. You know what? Catherine, you're going to laugh, or you're going to like, what? Do you know I've never spattered? Well, I have, but it's in my storage. I have a spattering tool, a brush. It's really cool, but it's in storage. I don't know that I've ever spattered with like a toothbrush or like I guess I could practice. You know how I've seen artists, I think they dip their brush, right, in their paint, and then maybe on something they spatter. Is that how they do it? Because I kind of like that idea. I could spatter, you know, I love my rhinestones. I could put little tiny rhinestones everywhere. Another thought I had, actually, and what I do with them, so that it does continue to look wintry. Wait. Oh, there we go. I have snowflakes, you know, I might even have some rhinestone snowflakes. I could even make snowflakes out of loose rhinestones, so those are glittery, because otherwise these could be painted white, like use white sand, right? I don't know. Try putting the leaf stem under the bird. So flip it like I was going to originally. Okay. So this is how I was going to do it originally. I was going to cover the stem. I could bring the bird a little bit on. So I'm kind of trying to see what you're looking at. Bang the paintbrush that has paint on it on top of another brush. Okay, I'll have to give that a try. The worst that can happen, it doesn't look good, I can repaint my board, right? Whoops. I don't know. Do we like the wooden snowflakes, or should I maybe I'll do the paint spattering first. See how that goes. Or maybe use rhinestones, because those will really glitter. You know, you know what else I have? I don't know how they would look on this. I do have white glitter. I could glitter the snowflakes. I was gonna say I've got diamond dust, but I think they'll get caught. That gets caught in that stuff. I don't know. Use Lindy's lettering kit for the words. Yeah, I have to go learn how to letter. I actually belong to her group. I haven't done anything. I've got a book. Oh, I have all sorts of stuff. I just have never done it. Don't do anything to that leaf. Oh, I'm not going to. I was just going to maybe put the cardinal on top of the leaf just to cover that hole. I don't know. No, just paint spattering and rhinestone. No, just paint. Okay. You know what? I'm going to turn it. Good, I turned it off. Do we like the leaf? Whoops. Upside down like that, and have the cardinal just kind of, sorry. Because I'm going to have to finish this off my live, because I don't want to have to, I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to do now I am kind of stressed a little bit, and I don't want to, it's almost 2 o'clock. I want to do another drawing, and I can finish this up. I just love that leaf so much. I feel like I don't want to, yeah, Tammy, yeah, think on it, right? I can get my cardinal painted up and then kind of go from there, right? If I keep the cardinal, I'm thinking, right, the deep red, like red cardinals are, but I could make it even, maybe even a deeper red, or do some shadowing maybe on the edges, just so that it's not a bright red, right? Just so it just blends in with my beautiful leaf, because I love this leaf. What about a doily under the leaf? A doily? Oh, I don't have a doily. All right, well, you know what? Let me just scroll. Let me put my glue gun back where it belongs before I get burned. But yeah, and I'll paint up the cardinal, but I gotta show off my leaf again. I just love it. I see what happens when you start doing things, you don't even know how they're going to turn out. This was not what I had imagined, but I think it turned out better than I had imagined. All right, so let's scroll. And if you want to see me, maybe you've already seen me paint my other cardinals. If you want to see me paint the cardinals and finish it up, I can probably, I can do that on another day. I don't have to finish it today. I just don't, you know, I'm always afraid you guys are going to get bored. But I'm more than happy to maybe, I have a dentist appointment in the morning, maybe in the afternoon. Tomorrow afternoon, maybe I can come live, and by then maybe I'll have a plan. I can paint my cardinal and then make a decision on what I want to do on the board. I don't know. You guys decide. If you think you want to see the cardinal painted, just let me know. And I can come on tomorrow probably and paint the cardinal. All right, so let's scroll. Let's scroll. Let's see where we're at. Okay, Carla Duncan, believe it or not, it is your lucky day. I just picked you, and I'm going to send you some paint. So there you go. And I swear I wasn't looking. This happens all the time. When a lot of times someone will say something like that, like, Carla, I've been wanting to try your paints, or I will scroll and I'm not looking. I swear to God, I am not looking. And I pick that person. So Carla Duncan, I need you to message me your address. Message me your address, okay? Because I'm going to send you some paint. And I just want to thank you all so much. Terry, I'll be sending you some paint as well. I love you both. Love you all. I'm looking at my iPad, not my phone. Oh my God. Oh, Josie. Oh my gosh. I'm silly. Anyway, you all have a great day. If I don't come on tomorrow afternoon, then probably Thursday. I'll try Thursday morning again. We'll paint up the cardinal. And I'm going to spatter this board on my own just in case I don't do a good job. Then I can just paint over it and go to a plan B or C, right? All right. Thank you all so much for joining me today. So Carla, don't forget to message me your address. I will see you soon. Have a great afternoon.